Madam Samia Suluhu has banned all the non-citizens from taking part in small-scale businesses. Now, these are among many retail businesses which are considered as small-scale in Tanzania, just like Kenya, for example, saloon, hotel, fruit vendors, hawkers, small-scale sellers, retailers, and all those kinds of things. If you are a non-citizen, you can no longer do that in Tanzania. Now, many Kenyans are the ones who are doing that. They are doing those kinds of jobs in Tanzania, we must say it. So, this is a bid to, number one, of course, uplift the lives of Tanzanians who may lack startup or anything like that, and come to fill that void that has been left by most Kenyans who are doing those types of jobs. And two, targeting Kenyans. Yes, so this is a move that may be targeting Kenyans or East Africans who have come to flood in Tanzania to do those small-scale businesses.
Welcome to Kenya Alpha Media, your number one trending news channel, entertainment, gossips, rumors. Kindly subscribe before we progress.
Wadau na wadakuzi wa Kenya ni wenye ghadhabu sana baada ya government of Tanzania kuban foreigners from doing businesses in that country. And this is after the government of Tanzania kuweza kuban foreigners to conduct 15 small and medium-sized businesses in the country. Now, it's a move that could force out many Kenyans business people operating and aspiring to establish businesses in the country. Na kulingana na notice ambayo ilikuwa released by the Tanzanian Minister of Industry and Trade, Selemani Saidi Jafo, the businesses fall under the mining, tourism, agriculture, environment, and technology sectors. The businesses include mobile money transfer, repair of mobile phones and electronic devices, saloon businesses, unless they are conducted in a hotel or for tourism purposes, home office and environmental cleanliness, and small-scale mining. Others include postal and parcel delivery services, tour guiding, establishing and operating radio and TV stations, operating museums and curio shops, broking in businesses and real estate, and clearing and forwarding services. Foreigners have also been banned from farming, crop purchasing operations, ownership or operation of gambling machines or devices except within casinos, and ownership and operation of micro and small industries. A foreigner who is found conducting these businesses will be liable to a fine of up to 10 million Tanzanian shillings, which is approximately to 500,000 Kenyan shillings, and a prison term not exceeding 6 months. According to the minister, any Tanzanian citizen who is found helping foreigners conducting such businesses will be convicted and slapped with a 3-month prison sentence, in addition to a fine of 5 million Tanzanian shillings, which is approximately to 250k Kenyan shillings. Upon coming into effect of this order, a non-citizen who holds a valid license in respect of any of the business activities specified in the schedule shall continue to carrying out such activity up to such time when the license expires. The notice read. The announcement comes days after the Tanzanian Ministry of Finance, in a notice earlier this month, announced that foreigners intending to travel to the country will from next year be required to pay almost 5,700 Kenyan shillings to purchase the mandatory travel insurance for tourists. According to the ministry, the move intends to relieve the burden on the country's public healthcare systems. The directive excludes citizens from East Africa Community EAC and South Africa Development Community SADC countries. However, travelers entering the country from outside the EAC and SADC could still be required to pay the fee. The insurance was part of Tanzania's 2025-2026 fiscal year agenda, but was moved to January 2026 to create more room for consultations with stakeholders. The insurance policy, according to the ministry, will cater for medical treatment, evacuation and repatriation in case of injury, rescue operations, and compensation for lost baggage for tourists. Tourists will be required to purchase the policy, which will be valid for 92 days immediately upon entry. Na hizi restriction ambazo zimewekwa for foreigners kutopiga biashara katika nchi ya Tanzania hazijawafurahisha Wakenya, na hii imeweza kufanya Wakenya kuenda mena kuweza kusema kwamba what will happen if the same restrictions imekuwa applied for Tanzanian people humu nchini, na wakaenda mena kuweza kusema kwamba pia kama wameamua kufanya hivyo, pia nchi ya Kenya pia inafaa kuweza kuban hawa wa Tanzania ambao wanafanya biashara huku, na kuna wengine ambao wameenda mbele na kusuggest kwamba pia tunafaa kama nchi kuweza kuput restriction kama hizo na kuweza kuban hawa wanabiashara wa Tanzania ambao wanauza nguo pale Gikomba na biashara kadha wa kadha kama za maduka hapa hivi. Na pia kuna huyu senator wa Nandi anayefahamika kama Samson Cheregai ambaye ameenda mbele na kuweza kuomba Tanzania government kuweza kufikiria na kulift the ban, na akaweza kusema kwamba removing street beggars from Tanzania from Kenya's cities and towns, pia tutafanya hivyo. The Kenya government must retaliate by also banning Tanzanian businesses in Kenya, including street beggars from Tanzania in our cities and town. Na alisema hivi, Honorable Suluhu government should reconsider its ban on Kenya's businesses because Kenya is one of Tanzania's key business partners. This ban could hurt the East African Community EAC integration process and break EAC trade agreements. Na these Cheregai's comments ziko followed after the Tanzania government decision kuweza kublock foreigners including Kenyan business people from operating 15 business small and medium business there. Kwa hivyo ukiona kama huyu senator ameweza kuingilia kati na kuweza kuomba serikali ya Kenya pia kuweza kutake action na kuhakikisha kwamba Watanzania ambao wako humu nchini pia wamefanywa hivyo kwa sababu tit for tat. Guys, what's your comment about this story? Na kama ni mgeni kwenye channel ya kwangu, tafadhali subscribe pale na usisahau kuweka notification bell, ndipo sasa nikuachilia video unakuwa kwanza kuitazama pale.